Good morning, and welcome back to the Short Horse Channel. It's currently 7:51 a.m. on the 16th of January. We just did a two-part reaction for Tracheotomy, a South Florida deathcore band, really just taking it back to the roots of what deathcore once was. Love to see it, and I definitely hope to host them on the Anatomy podcast sometime here in the near future. But this is going to be for a band based out of both Canada, United States, and Mexico called A Pretext to Human Suffering. This is their newest song, Void, released January 12th of this year through Reality Fade. Let's get right into it. I smile at the dead. And if you would be so kind, please consider subscribing to either Sean Cross, the Anatomy podcast, or Blind Without Our Failures. But otherwise, let's get into it. Devour Design. Let's go. Reality Fade. Love to see it. Badass. So that was a pretext to human suffering. There was a lot of stuff going on, and for most of it, I will admit that I wasn't able to follow really well. But I mean, after all, it is slamming death metal, so just a kind of newer subgenre to me, I guess, because I've done death metal before. I've done black and death metal, done plenty of stuff like that. But after all, every band is unique in its own way, and this seems to be the case with the pretext to human suffering. But this has been another reaction, just checking out new bands and trying to reach out more and more into the scene and hopefully acquiring clients for the Anatomy podcast to tell their story, promote their like new and upcoming material, whatever it might be. So, to the lads, in a pretext to human suffering, if you guys would want to jump on the Anatomy podcast sometime in the near future, tell your story as musicians, as human beings, and then basically, after a little bit of time, getting that covered, getting your audience, getting your listeners, which even on this song, you at least have 2,000 views and 241 likes. So you have a you have a following. So if you guys want to provide your listeners, your audience insight upon your music, your art, your creative mindset, the reason that the band is called A Pretext to Human Suffering, among other things, let's get you on the podcast as soon as possible. I would love to have you. But this has been Sean Cross doing another reaction. And just like the great eternal music machine, let's keep cranking, baby.